From the writers of 7 and 8 millimeter and the producers of Barbarian and a producer of Weapons, bring you absolutely fucking nothing. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Psycho Killer was on a lot of people's most anticipated in the year, including my own, and especially with such backing from who actually worked on this movie. I am astounded. I'm astounded. I was originally going to go see it on opening weekend, but due to scheduling was not able to. Unfortunately, that means I went into this already seeing a lot of the negative reviews and obviously the very poor Rotten Tomatoes scoring that this movie got. But I went in thinking, hey, you know what? Not a lot of people like 28 Years Later. I loved that movie last year. Maybe it's a little bit different. Or maybe, it's the same. I like a movie that everyone shits on. Yep. Let me talk about the positives. The soundtrack of this movie ripped. Love that. Okay, that's it for the positives. But really, long story short with this movie is that it's such a disappointment because of the marketing that this movie got and because of the names behind it, but also just because it's not really doing anything new. The serial killer subgenre, if you want to call it that, is one of my favorite subgenres within horror, and it generally doesn't take a lot to, please me with that. But once again, this movie isn't saying anything new, and the things that it does do that are new just don't make any sense, or they just seem to be coming from left field. This isn't really a spoiler, but for example, you can see from the trailers that there's some, satanic panic maybe happening here. The psycho killer is going to be a Satanist. I feel like that's a little tired, first of all, we are no longer living in a satanic panic world. Most Satanists, as we know, are non-violent, and the religion is highly misunderstood by, I would say common folk. But also, we had Maxine that did the whole satanic panic thing, but at least that made sense for the time. That's just one of the examples of the gripes I have with this movie. Overall, I really don't see why this had to go the way it did. I think I'm just overall confused more than anything else. And I truly don't think we would be that confused if it wasn't the names that were backing this movie. But yeah, I'm sorry, Psycho Killer. I can't give it to you this year.